We were just joking. Don't make me pull this car over, right? That's what your parents used to say that? Traveling with kids can be great, or they can be kind of a barrage of all those bathroom stops, and aren't we there yet?
Yeah, I remember doing it, and I remember hearing it. Well, to help make traveling with children more enjoyable for everybody involved, our partners at Colorado Parent Magazine published tips in their Colorado Family Vacation Guide. You may have seen this. Courtney Drake McDonough is here with some of these tips. And Courtney, you have some great ideas from travel experts. These are professionals, as well as parents who've had to deal with this, and they found ways to simplify family travel. So let's begin. Let's set a budget, first of all. How do we do that?
Yeah, budget's very important because you don't want to regret overspending on your trip. So one of the best ways after you've set the budget is to decide as a family what one big thing you want to do on this trip instead of a bunch of big things. And mix that up with some lower cost things. Also, if you can be flexible with your dates, you're much more likely to be able to get great deals online and lower your costs that way. And also, one of the great suggestions was ahead of time, sign up for Groupon and Living Social and that kind of thing in the city you're going to be visiting, so that when you arrive, you've got in hand coupons for the restaurants and attractions you want to go to.
That's a good point, because so many things in the summertime, if you kind of silly if you didn't have a coupon for it. They all offer that. So a lot of families, you get as many items as you possibly can, right, to keep the kids busy. But there's a point where that almost can kind of backfire, and you just soon stay home. What's a good way to figure out what to bring, what not to bring? What are some options?
Well, some of the options are there are places, services that will rent you equipment at your destination and even deliver it to you. So maybe you don't have to carry that.
Like a crib or something.
Yeah, that portable crib and that kind of thing. Also, check with the hotel you're going to be staying at, because a lot of them have those items to rent. Some hotels these days are so family friendly. They have programs like the Marriott has one where they'll provide you with bath toys and outlet covers and night lights and things like that. And then in terms of clothing, because clothing can certainly get out of hand and take up a lot of space, the parents we talked to suggested doing mix and match items so that you can get multiple outfits out of a few things and not look like you're wearing the same thing 2 days in a row.
Yeah, and back to those hotels, don't some hotels also have like camps that they offer for guests who stay?
Yeah, hotels are becoming more and more family friendly and aware of trying to make the kids happy, because that ends up making the parents happy too, of course.
So some of the battle is just getting there. So if you're by car, you're by air, what are some things we should keep in mind, keep the kids occupied?
Well, and this is a tip my husband just tried on a big road trip he did with the kids, as I was telling you before. Pack a day pack for every child, so that as you're making your stops every day along the way, just put in that what you're going to need for that night and the next day, and that way you don't have to bring in the big suitcases. You're just walking in with this day pack. And then for air travel, the parents we talked to suggested that first day that you arrive, don't plan anything. Just take that day to regroup and de-stress, and then the next day really hit your vacation running.
I love that day pack idea. That makes a lot of sense. Great ideas. Thanks so much, Courtney.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you'll find even more advice in Colorado Parent Magazine's Family Vacation Guide. We're showing you the cover right there. We have a link to it on our website, thedenverchannel.com. Just click on that big red TV button.